Hello everyone, welcome to the Tour Guiding Services NC2 or the Local Guiding Services NC2 course. My name is Larissa Besto Kabaklangen and I will be your teacher for this subject. So this course is designed to equip senior high school students with the knowledge, skills, and the competencies needed to excellently perform the diverse tasks under local guiding services. So the lessons are based on the curriculum for local guiding services provided by the Department of Education or the DepEd and the training regulations of TESDA. This is to ensure that students will learn and cultivate their skills at the right pace. So you will be given a detailed overview of the tourism industry as well as the finer points of the tour guiding as a profession, such as what the tasks of a tour guide are and what types of clients he or she may be encountered during the work. You will also learn about the crucial role that communication plays in the work of a tour guide, how a tour is made and arranged, from planning to departure and the post procedures, and how to encourage clients to try other tours in the future. Also, we will discuss the different safety and security measures to be taken during tours and the procedures and the best practices in accommodating the clients with specific requests. So you have to be prepared because we will be discussing a lot of important information with regards to guiding the tourists locally. So we hope, and of course I hope, that this course you will enjoy learning about the local guiding services and be inspired to pursue it as a career in the future. Traveling is an activity done for varied purposes. Some people travel because of duty, such as having to work abroad. Some also may travel to establish a home different from where they were born in. Other people, they travel to learn about other cultures and witness breathtaking sights or attractions, or maybe experience the adventure of a lifetime. Traveling has always something in store for each of us. It does not only expose us to the realities of life, but it also helps us gain a fuller understanding of the world we live in. So when we visit a particular place, we appreciate its beauty and learned lessons through our interactions with the local people and things that we see in the destination. So why do you want to go to a certain place? Or what drives you to places? Is it because of the destination and its attractions or the experiences? Because for tourists, it's basically both. Aside from visiting other places, a tour also provides a venue for meeting and socializing with other people and even the local people of that destination. It also provides leisure and entertainment. This is what gives the tour its full purpose. So in this lesson, you will know the objectives of a tour as well as the attractions and the destinations that inspire them. But first, we'll take a look at the different types of tourism, ranging from those that require a lot of going around to a mere indoor relaxation. Tourism is one of the world's fastest growing industries and a major foreign exchange and employment generation for many countries, just like the Philippines. It is one of the most remarkable economic and social phenomena. So before we proceed with the types of tourism, let us take a look at the definition of tourism. This is according to the World Tourism Organization or WTO in 1993. Tourism encompasses the activities of persons traveling and staying in places outside their usual environment for not more than one consecutive year for leisure, business, and other purposes. Also, the Tourism Society of Britain, they define tourism as the temporary, short-period movement of people to destination outside the places where they normally live, work, and activities during their stay at these destinations. So this definition includes the movement of people for all purposes. By the way, the world tour is derived from the Latin word tornos. Again, tornos, meaning a tool for making a circle. A tool for making a circle. So it was derived from a Latin word, tornos, meaning a tool for making a circle. So tourism may be defined as the movement of the people from their normal place of residence to another place. This is for a minimum period of 24 hours to a maximum of 6 months for the sole purpose of either leisure or pleasure. So as you can see, tourism is mainly traveling, seeing and staying in places outside your natural environment for less than one consecutive year. Right? So, of course, regardless if it is within or outside the country. So, tourism is also the industry that houses all the components involved in providing goods and services to the tourist. We may all travel for different reasons, but we all want to avail of the same things in our trips, right? Of course, we want comfort, quality, and value. So tourists often look for these 3 factors before booking their tours. Again, the 3 factors: comfort, quality, and value. Although it seems okay to go for commercial tour packages that would allow you to travel with many people and see the usual sites or the common sites, many of them, the tourist is still up to custom-made tours regardless of the expense. So there are many types of tourism, but primarily it is classified as either mass or alternative tourism and domestic or international tourism, depending on the nature of the tours and the boundaries traveled by the tourist. So let us take a look at these types of tourism. Mass tourism involves many people, sometimes hundreds to thousands, going to the same place often at the same time of the year. It is the most popular form of tourism as it is the cheapest way to go on a vacation, and it is often sold as a package deal. A package deal is one in which all of the tourist needs are catered for by one company. So these needs may include the travel or flights, activities, accommodation, and sometimes also the food. So there are many different types of mass tourism. This may include skiing in the mountains, or sunbathing on a beach, or visiting a theme park, just for example the Euro Disney in near Paris, or taking a cruise as well. And governments and local people often support mass tourism because it generates a lot of income for local areas. Alternative tourism is the opposite of mass tours. So it can be defined as the forms of tourism that sets out to be consistent with natural, social, and community values, and which allow both the host and guest to enjoy positive and worthwhile interaction and shared experiences. So this alternative tourism involves traveling to remote places or undisturbed natural areas with the objective of admiring, studying, and enjoying the scenery and its wild plants and animals and cultural attributes. It also considers the conservation of the environment and sustenance and well-being of local people. Also, the accommodations are locally owned and small scale. In general, alternative tourism is an alternative to the mass standard tourism as philosophy and attitude. So the main accent in this travel is the preserved natural environment, authentic atmosphere, and the cuisine, and also the local traditions. The alternative forms of tourism combine tourist products or separate tourist services, different from the mass tourism by means of supply, organization, and the human resource involved. So these are rural, ecotourism, adventure such as the biking or horseback riding, and or maybe sky mountaineering, rafting, diving, caving, climbing, and the like. Also, it involves thematic tourism, wherein this is the you will have a connection with the cultural and historical heritage, the religion, wine, and also the traditional cuisine, ethnography maybe, and traditional music and handicrafts. Another type of tourism is the domestic tourism. This can be described as tourism involving residents of one country traveling within their own country. It does not involve the crossing of international borders at any entry points. According to the UNWTO, a person must be away from their usual place of residence but still in their home country for at least one night in order to be qualified as a domestic tourist. So this type of tourism involves traveling within one's own country. The great things about this type is that it is almost hassle-free. It is void of the usual inconveniences such as the need of passport or visa and conversion of currencies, because of course you are just traveling within your own country. So the tourists may arrange local excursions, regional travels, and national trips. On most cases, the motive is to go on a holiday vacation, common interest, or business trip without crossing any entry points of the international borders. Another type of tourism is the international tourism, which involves crossing boundaries of another country. So unlike domestic tourism, for international tourists, they use various currencies of the destination. They also encounter diverse languages and they meet people of different nationalities. This type of tourism requires a few legal and financial procedures before they can cross from their country of origin to their country of destination. For international travelers, they often need two things. We have the active passport and, of course, a valid visa. Although each country may employ unique sets of requirements. Other countries, they are very strict in visa, but for other countries, they can allow tourists to enter the country without visa. Only they have to show their passport. We also have the outbound versus inbound tourism. For the outbound tourism, this is when a tourist exits his or her country to visit another. For example, Joe. Joe is an American and he is leaving the United States to visit the Philippines for a business conference. For the Americans, Joe is considered as an outbound tourist. For inbound tourism, it involves receiving a tourist from another country. Another example, Jane. Jane is an American and she is going to China to visit the Great Wall. Thus, Jane is considered as an inbound tourist in the Chinese perspective.